standard age group.
She's a little lumpy to start, hey? Yeah.
I think I got 2 by them.
Yeah.
We've got a beautiful day coming up. It's going to warm up, so make sure you do put on that sunscreen. Make sure you do keep yourself...
I was glad I got like a context of where it was, because there's one thing to look at a map, but yeah, it's a lot nicer to get out on the road and check it out. So yeah, we had a fully closed course for a lap, and yeah, we'll hit it harder on Saturday obviously, but I think it's, yeah, super nice. A lot of the sections are super fast and flat, but there's also, yeah, a few little sections where the hills are pretty steep, and yeah, there's a few technical elements to it through a few corners. So, you know, on race day when you're going super fast, I think time adds up if you can make some time in those corners, or you might lose time. So I think it's got a good mix of everything, to be honest. I feel like I've been missing a few different elements in my racing this year, and yeah, I think hopefully the home crowd can bring out a bit of that killer instinct in me. So yeah, I rely a bit on the hometown support, and definitely hoping that I get a few encouraging cheers from the sideline. I've been asking PTO and T100 for every year for about 4 or 5 years now since I've come across, or yeah, so 3 or 4 years. So when's PTO or when's T100 coming to Australia? And I think they got sick of me asking. So I'm just really happy that, you know, they've made it happen. It's going to be incredible. I think no one does sport like Australia. I think we really get behind it, and I know the team that's organising, and you know, the local organising committee putting on the race in Gold Coast, and they do like the Gold Coast Marathon and some huge events. So I think it's going to be incredible, and like probably the best way possible to start 2026.
Have you raced here before? Wollongong?
No mate, never raced the gong. Been to the gong, never raced the gong. So it seems like a massive event. Just being down there this morning for the course femelle. Spectacular setting, like incredible. And yeah, first T100 at home. I'm pretty pumped for it.
Tell us quickly just the bike course, what did you think of that?
Oh, it's good. It's fast. I mean, the pavement's mostly pretty smooth. It's a bit lumpy, a few little hills in there. 6 laps, some little technical elements. I haven't raced T100 this year, so haven't done the multi-lap races yet, but thinking back to the ones I have done last year, I did 3 T100s last year. They were all just so hectic, so fast. I'm really really excited, but I know out there on race day I'm going to be coughing up a lung to try and stay in the mix. So yeah, nerves are pretty high. Trying to decide on what gearing I'm running. I've got a 58 one by at the moment. I might nudge that down to a 56. Have to have that conversation with Ash as well. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if we have another chance to get back out there on the course. So hopefully we make the right choice. Nothing worse being in the middle of the race, wishing you changed a different gear setup. So we'll see.
I've been here 2.5 weeks now. I've been up in Burley Heads on the Gold Coast out with the rest of the short course British Triathlon squad, which has been really good. It's a regular training base for us. Most years in the winter we hop out here and do some open water work, so yeah, it's kind of home away from home at the moment. The key word this year has just been consistency. It was good to build off the success from last year and then keep it rolling into this year, and I just knew that to be good at this sport you have to be healthy and you have to be consistent. So the start of the year we took a while to get going, but purposely to just to make sure I stay consistent to the back end of the season. So now here we are at the business end. I just want to reach my potential. You know, I know I'm good at the sport, and I know I want to try and be up there with the best, and try and compete for that world title one day. So yeah, for this year it's all about a learning experience, staying healthy, and try and get myself as high up the rankings as I can. Now I'm really excited. It looks tough. It looks honest. So, and I always know with the weather here in Australia, it can throw anything up. So, especially a beach starting to swim, awesome. 2 Aussie exits, I hear.
2 Aussie exits, yeah.
Bloody brilliant. So, yeah, let's just go out there, give it a nudge, and go full crack.
Well, you know, like I'm not unbeatable. But there's a lot of guys here that have beaten me before. Wollongong here is a little bit different. Like there's a lot of guys that haven't raced in the World Series or anything like this. So with you know, Yella not being here, Yella's really one of the only guys that have ever beaten me in this in this new group of people that I race with. So cool to see Jake Birdwhistle here as well. You know, I've had a lot of battles with him, and I know the caliber of athlete he is and can be on race day, so I'm looking forward to racing guys like that, like Sam Osborne as well. Did a lot of Xterra back with him, so a lot of familiar faces on the start line, which is really nice, and a big Oceanian field too, and I just look forward to racing them all. And yeah, it's such a different, like there's not a lot of contracted guys here, so there's a lot of different guys that normally aren't on the start line, which is, yeah, it will make it interesting. So the dynamics might be a bit different, but you know, being a bit of a cooler day as well, on Saturday, you know, I could favour guys like Sam Dicko, and I know how strong Sam Dicko is on the bike and on the swim as well, and you know, he's an exceptional runner too over this distance. Probably the hardest run course we do all season. It's hilly. There's not a lot of flat. We did a lot of downhills, a lot of uphills, so that makes it interesting for one. And this sort of run course for sure suits me, but it also suits a lot of other people as well, so that'll be interesting.
And I suppose if you win, that takes the points away from someone else winning, doesn't it? So it means even better for you for the overall.
Yeah, exactly. Like to race the guitar, you know, it's to block as many athletes as I can to get the dub. As you know, I've got 4 from 4, which is max points. So as long as I can block out other athletes and you know, have a commanding lead, it just makes my life a little bit more, I wouldn't say easier, but less stress going into guitar. So yeah.
And now we're back to middle distance, and yeah, just kind of doing what I enjoy. So I'm happy to be back.
Do you prefer this distance?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely it's just so much more exciting, you know, the long stuff. It was interesting, but it's just so boring, man. Like, I think the training especially is the thing I was just like, oh, it's just so boring. I'd rather be out there hitting really hard sessions and doing that a little bit. So, yeah. I've been trying to train a bit less, to be honest, and just like really focus on being sharp and hitting like the quality stuff good. So hopefully, you know, this style of racing, it's super explosive. So hopefully I'll be a little bit better. So
for you coming back into what are you hoping, like where you're thinking of, you know, what's par for the course here that you're happy with as a result?
Well, the first 2 I was 9th and then 8th, so I'll probably be 7th. So, and then by the end of the year, I'll be like 5th. So yeah, I don't know, just trying to have a good day, feel like I raced well, and wherever it puts me.
Yeah, but surely there's part of you that wants to get back to the top step and
yeah,
onto the podium in this T100.
Yeah,
you know what it feels like.
Absolutely, and you know, it's not that I've been racing like much worse. Like my races this year, I'd say were better than when I was finishing on the podium. It's just the levels jumped so much. So yeah, just continuing to refine things. I want to start being a bit more aggressive on the run again. I think for a while I had some injuries that I didn't really trust my body, and I used to go out and the first like 15, like the first 5K I'd run in like 15 flat, and that's when I was like really flying. And I don't think I've had the confidence to do that, but it's starting to come back. So yeah, hopefully I can get back to what I was doing before.
Last I checked, I think I was around 13th. I was in the top 10 after the first couple of races, but dropped back down once more people accumulated numbers of races. But yeah, I mean, if I could fight for a top 10, it would be awesome. But yeah, top 15 is still pretty good, I think. I think I was one of the last to get a contract, so if I can beat my number, I guess, that's a bonus.
What are you looking forward to on Saturday?
I think just to experience a hometown race and the atmosphere out on course. Like, obviously there's a lot of Australian age groupers racing. My family's coming up for it as well. And so, yeah, I think it will just be the atmosphere that I'm looking the most forward to. There is a potential to be a little bit further up the pointy end of the race, which I'm hoping if I can set myself up with a good swim and get into a ride with someone on the bike. I think the last few races I've just been in no man's land. If I can get off the bike with a few and it's a foot race, I think I'll be in a good position to have a good day. It would make for an interesting course if we had to swim out in the ocean. I think the waves would make it quite challenging. We're a little bit sheltered over in the cove, which to me I kind of like because I prefer pool swimming over ocean swimming. There's a lot of good competition. You know, obviously I'm expecting Ash to probably be at the front leading the charge, but as I said, anything can happen. And if, you know, Ali, maybe myself could have a good day as well. And there's a slew of other athletes as well. But I think, I don't know, head to head with Ali would be fun.
Yeah, you guys have been racing each other for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, she's usually, well, yeah, other than one race, I think she's beat me in every single race. So she definitely has the upper hand, but we'll see, I guess. Whew. Thank you.